Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. I think today is August 4th, but I'm not 100% sure. Pardon the appearance. I've been just doing crafty things today, so there was no need to get all dolled up. What have I been up to? I have been super busy, and that's part of the reason why I came on. I don't have any crochet to show you, but I received quite a few emails asking me, where are you? I'm here. It's just been busy. Summer's always busy. We've had a lot of guests now that the province is open. We live in a lake, so I guess we're very in demand in the summertime. My mom also arrived about a week ago, so I've been busy with her. You know, just catching up and, you know, whatever. It's been a long time since I've seen my mom in person, so I figured, you know, spend some time one-on-one with my mom. The other thing is I'm going to attach a little video clip that I did of this room. This is a room that my husband made. If you've been around any length of time, there was a video. If I find it, I'll leave the link for that video where I showed the property before we did anything to it. And my husband has built, is working on the basement, and he built me this room. And so it's my craft room slash sleeping quarter, extra sleeping quarters. My oldest daughter is also coming in about a week and a half, something like that, with her family, and they're going to stay with us for a couple of weeks. So we needed extra sleeping quarters, so I get to share my room with the Munchkins. That is part of the reason why I don't have a lot of crochet. I haven't really had a lot of time to crochet. I do crochet in the evening a little bit, but I don't have anything finished. So, but I have been doing other things, so I figured I'd come on and show you what the other things. Now you guys are gonna laugh because these things, I think every teenager learned how to do them, but me, I never learned how to do them, and that is friendship bracelets. So, friendship bracelets. So I learned how to do this one first, and it's okay, you know. Now this was all because I had a bunch of, I think we all have a bunch of very thin yarn, you know, like the number 1 and number 2. And you don't need a lot for this. You need a couple of meters, and then you get a bracelet out of it. And some people call them actually wish bracelets. So the idea is that you put it on either your ankle or your wrist, and you tie it off. And you make a wish when you do that, and then you don't take it off, you shower with it, you do everything with it. When it falls off, your wish will come true. So some people call them that. I remember them as friendship bracelets. So this was okay. And like I said, I used just leftover thin yarn, and then I learned how to do the chevron, and now I'm addicted to the chevron. Isn't that adorable? And I'm getting better and better at this. As you can see, this one was done before this one. Look at that. Yeah, there's some mistakes, and then this one is better. And then this one's even better than that. It's getting there. But by far, my favorite one is this one. Sorry, it's on a pillow because I use a pillow. And the reason is my favorite is all of the rainbows. Well, not all. I have 4 colors. 4 colors? 5 colors. Green, red, yellow, orange, and blue. Is that not adorable? It's so cute. I'm having fun. And you can do it, you know, when you're watching TV or whatever. I'll leave a link for a channel called Masha Knots. She's the one that I've learned how to do this from. And it's so much fun, and yeah, anyway, so I'm making, as a matter of fact, I have more that I made that were already walked off. I even had men, like grown men, request them in their colors. So I think it's a great little summer thing, and yeah, I'm just gonna make a bunch of them, and as people come in, they can have a wish bracelet. And the other thing that I've been doing is I've been beading. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, come on. There we go. Beading. So how this came about, quite a few months ago, I wanted to bead, and I did start, like this was my gazillionth start. So I don't know if you guys can see. These are using seed beads, very, very small seed beads. And so I started beading, and it's so hard on the eyes. My eyes are not what they used to be. So, you know, trying to bead, it was hard. I found it very, very hard. So like this teeny weeny little part took me hours to do because I kept messing up. So I thought, oh, this is not for me. And then I was watching YouTube and some YouTube videos and whatnot on beading, and they were talking about a loom. So I bought this, and I want to say I paid $17 Canadian on Amazon, and it's great. It really is. This literally took me half an hour. Whereas this is a few hours worth of work, this is like half an hour. Once you get the hang of it, it goes so fast, and it keeps it tight and taut. So now I have to start, I'm getting close to the end, so I'd maybe do 2 more of these. This is just my own design. I just drew it out on graph paper, make it simple, keep it simple. And then I bought some clips, you know, like the findings that go on the end. So I'll go a couple more pattern repeats, and then I will bind it off the edges and then attach the clips, and voila, you got a bracelet. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. So I'm expanding my horizon into that. Another thing that I've also started doing is I've been sewing quite a bit. And I really want what they call a crumb quilt. And crumbs are, so you have scraps. These are scraps, right? A crumb is, let's see, even smaller, like even smaller pieces of scrap. But it turns out I don't have a lot of crumbs. I have a lot of scraps. I used to make bags, and I'm still making bags. And I have a lot of good pieces of fabric, like, oh, hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Like I have, these are fat quarters. So I have a lot of that. I'm not going to cut this up because it can make a good bag. So, yeah, and I actually have, what are these called? They come in oh my goodness, my brain is just not fat quarters, not charm, jelly rolls. So like I have a jelly roll here. So I'm not going to cut it up. I'm going to make a quilt out of it. I don't know how to quilt, but I'm trying. So anyway, back to the crumb quilt. So I don't have enough crumbs, but I have a lot of scraps. So I'm going to make a scrap quilt. Let me show you, let me get you one of the squares that I made. Okay, so these are some of the squares that I made. Is it not fabulous? These are all left over from bags. And I reached out to a few of my wonderful friends who sew, and I asked them to send me their scraps. And they so kindly and generously sent me scraps. And I absolutely adore you. You know who you are. So a lot of these came from them too. So yeah, isn't this fabulous? And I'm going to sew them all together and make myself a scrap quilt. Now, I am making it for myself, but my mom came and she saw it and she said, awesome, as soon as you finished it, because she's only going to stay for a couple of months, she says, as soon as you finish it, you can mail it to me. I'm like, okay. Who can say no to their mother? Not me. Anyway, so I made a bunch of these, and they're going to go into a quilt. And as a matter of fact, so I go to secondhand, well, I used to go to, not since COVID started, but I used to go to secondhand stores, and if I found fabric or a sheet that I really liked and it was in good condition, I'd pick it up. And that was the case with this Bambi. It's a crib sheet. Or actually it's a duvet cover because there's 2 layers. Hold on a second. I'm talking. I'm doing a video.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, I bought, it's a crib duvet cover for crib size. And so she saw it and she said, that's what I want as your backing. So I'm like, perfect, perfect, save money. Scrap quilt with a fabric that I'm going to use as a back that I found in a secondhand store. So perfect. But I figured, and my friend Debbie, she mentioned to me a while ago when I started sewing bags, she says, you'll be quilting in no time. I'm like, no, I'm quilting. So I've been practicing using the scraps with my quilting. Debbie, I want you to take a close look. How's that look? This one, I'm very proud of this one. This one took me quite a while to master. Many mistakes. Yeah, I think it's called the pinwheel. So I figured I'd try that. And then like, you just make triangles and then put them together, you know. Anyway, I'm having fun. I can't see myself making a quilt like the traditional or even the modern quilts where they're all symmetrical, or I like scrappy. Sorry, Zeus, I don't know what he wants. I like scrappy anything. So scrappy all the way, and that's what I'm going to be doing. But I'll probably make one of the, like, this will still be a scrappy. It'll be my practice square quilt. I'm just gonna make a bunch of blocks and practicing piecing, and then I'll put it all together eventually and back it. And I haven't gotten to the quilting part yet because I have no idea, but I did order a quilting needle for my machine. So yeah, I've been having fun. That's all that matters. I've been having fun. So anyway, I think that's all I have to show you. I've been busy with other things, but like I said, I am crocheting too, and knitting. Just only a little bit in the evening at a time, and so things take a lot longer to finish. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a wonderful week, and we will talk soon. Okay, I'm going to try to do this without shaking. This is the room that hubby built for me. So this is my craft area. It is a disaster now because I've been busy making or sewing. I haven't had a chance to clean up yet. That's because I can close the door. And this is my sewing machine. Then if you pan around, you can see my wall of yarn. That's not all my yarn, but I've been really good. I've been getting rid of a lot of yarn, using it up, sharing it with others, so really good. Yeah, and then I'm going to pan around. Hopefully I don't make you too sick. Pan around and show you the other side for overflow sleeping guests. I am very, very, very happy with my room. Like I said, I get to play around and I don't have to clean up after myself. I could just close the door and done.